Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. Today guys, I'll be checking out this interesting video from Matt Walsh, and it's titled "Watch This Wife on TikTok Brag About How Bad of a Partner She Is." You guys, I'm super excited for this. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please consider subscribing. Give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And without much ado, let's see what this video is all about.
A lot of young men are worried about getting married because they're afraid that they'll end up with a bad, selfish woman as a wife. But the good news is that the bad wives generally announce themselves. They're proud of it, and they'll tell you all about it. So take this woman named Paige. Paige is a TikTok influencer, also happens to be married with 4 children. And she's a bad wife and is very eager to alert the public to that fact, including with this video. Watch.
A few weeks ago, I said I don't do my husband's laundry, and a lot of people are saying, whoa, 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 those are small acts of kindness. Why wouldn't you want to do that for your partner? But here's the thing. Small acts of kindness that are mostly domestic labor just add up to work at the end of the day. So here's a list of things that I don't do for my husband. You all know I don't do his laundry. He can do that himself. I do my laundry, and we do the kids' laundry, but he does his own. I don't cook dinner. He cooks dinner every single night. I do breakfast and lunch for us and our kids.
Wow.
I don't pack him a lunch. If he's hungry, he'll figure out what he's going to eat for lunch the same way that I do. I don't make his doctor's appointments because guess what? He's not making mine. Would it be kind of me to do that? For sure. Is it my job? Absolutely not. I want him to be healthy, but he's a grown-ass man and he can book his own appointments, right? There's a lot of things that I don't do for my husband. I don't schedule his haircuts. I don't pack his clothes for vacation. Right? I don't do those things. I don't buy him new underwear when it's got holes in it. All of those are things that he's a grown man and he can do himself. Can I do small acts of kindness for him? Of course I can. And I do. I see a vinyl that I think he's going to like because he's creating a vinyl collection. I buy it. I'm at the store and I see something that I think he might enjoy eating. I buy it. I find a new non-alcoholic beer that he wants to try out. I buy it. Right? Those are small acts of kindness. Doing his laundry, cooking him dinner, making him lunch, booking his doctor's appointments, all those things, that's domestic labor. Those are chores. Those are not acts of kindness. Do I do them occasionally when he's working a lot? Of course. Do I cook dinner sometimes when he's had a really long day? Of course. But me not doing that does not mean that I don't show him love or kindness. They're different things. It is not my job as a wife, it is not in my job description to do all the domestic labor as small acts of kindness to my partner and receive nothing in return.
Now, the video has gone viral with many women in the comments gushing over how much they respect and admire her for this approach, which is good because it gives single men the chance to go through the comments and cross all of these women off of the list of potential wives in the future. A video like this provides a perfect litmus test. Like, show it to a woman you're dating, and if she nods her head and says, amen, break up immediately. Just cut it off right there. Because there are 2 major problems with this video, and anyone who endorses it also shares in having these problems. Beginning with the fact that she made the video in the first place. Like, even if I could agree that it's defensible for a wife to flat out refuse to do any of the things she lists, which I don't agree, it would still be a major red flag that you're proud of not doing them. You're taking pride in what you don't do for your husband. You are bragging about all the ways that you don't help him and don't care for him. That alone tells us that your marriage is deeply sick and will not survive for much longer unless you change dramatically and quickly. There's really no reason why you needed to tell the world who does the laundry in your house. Nobody asked for that information, and if they did ask for it, you could just ignore them. But you're proud of not doing the laundry, proud of the fact that apparently when you do a load of laundry for yourself and the kids, you specifically separate his clothes and refuse to throw them in the washer with the other clothes. It takes actual effort to not do the laundry for one person in the house. That's how dedicated you are to not helping your husband. Now, it should be easy to see the problem here. Like, what if your husband made a condescending video where he smugly boasted about all the stuff he doesn't do for you because you're a grown woman and you can do it yourself? How would that make you feel?
But
would you be happy that your husband takes pride in refusing to help you?
of course you wouldn't.
Would you like the fact that he's announcing this to the entire world? I bet you wouldn't. I bet you expect him to be more respectful towards you and your marriage. And I bet that's not the only expectation you have for him that you fail to live up to yourself. In fact, I bet there are chores that you expect him to do that you won't do, even though there are no chores that you will do that he won't. I bet I know who shovels the snow, who mows the lawn, and it's not you. But putting your bragging aside, Your attitude itself is also very wrong. And I'm not saying that you should be the only one always exclusively doing all the things on your list. Every marriage is different. My wife exclusively or nearly exclusively does some of those things.
Wow, you guys, what are your thoughts on this video? When I started watching this video, I almost agreed with her. But when Matwash started pointing out the flaws, I couldn't agree with her anymore, because the time it takes her to select her husband's laundry away from every other person's laundry, I guess she would have used that same time to go ahead and wash everybody's laundry together. And what baffles me in all of this is that even if the husband finds this as a normal way of living between the two of them, before this video, as soon as he finds this video online circulating, going viral, I bet he's not going to find this very, very funny. And this can actually destroy her marriage without her knowing what she has done to herself. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Are you the kind of person that does the laundry by yourself, or your partner does it for you? Leave your thoughts in the comment section, and let's wrap this video up, you guys.
Do the kids' laundry. She's keeping track and making sure that her efforts never exceed 50%. I can tell you, my marriage, your turn, we never say, well, it's your turn to do this. It's your turn. What kind of child are you? It's a childish mentality. It never comes up. And it comes up with our kids. Our kids do that with each other all the time. No, it's your turn to do this. That's how children operate. Mm-hmm. And who decides what the score is? Who actually keeps track of these things? Well, I think we can assume that that's one job Paige is happy to solely take charge of.
Yeah.
Now, marriages can barely function this way, and certainly cannot thrive this way. You're treating your husband like a business partner. At best, he's a roommate. In fact, there really is no difference at all in the living arrangement you have with your husband and the one you would have with him if he was just a roommate. That should tell you something. You shouldn't just be willing to do things for him that he does an equal measure in return. You should, indeed, you should delight in the opportunity to care for him in unique and different kinds of ways. Your attitude should be the reverse of what it is right now. You should be proud of the things you do for your husband that he does not do in the same way for you. You should be proud of the special and unique ways that you are able to serve your husband. Just like he should be proud in the reverse. The fact that in my family, I earn the money in our family and support and provide for the family pretty much exclusively.
Exactly.
That's not a source of resentment for me. I don't sit around and say, well, what are you going to chip in some? I don't want to have to do all this. I like to give something that I don't receive in return. I take pride in that. It's a burden that I shoulder alone, and I would rather shoulder it alone than go 50-50 on it. My wife, for her part, does many things that I don't do, certainly not in the same way or in the same amount. She also then gives things that she does not receive back in equal measure. So we're both giving to the family in different ways. How do we keep score then? How do we tally everything up? How do we determine who is doing more? We don't. There's no scorecard. It's not possible to keep a scorecard anyway. We would need like 1,000 different scorecards for every aspect of our lives, and then we would need to tally up all the scores and come up with some kind of master scorecard that gives the ultimate score based on all the individual scores. And if we did all that, who would we discover in the end is doing more? I don't know. I can only hope that I'm doing everything I can for my family and giving all of myself. I know that my wife is. Now, to you, the idea of doing more and giving more is oppressive. It fills you with bitterness and envy. And that's because you love your feminist principles more than you love your family. Yeah. It's because you want a coworker, not a husband. And if you don't change that attitude and change it soon, you're not going to have a husband for very long, because these kinds of arrangements don't work. And that is why our friend Paige and everyone who shares her attitude is today canceled. Thanks for checking out this video. If you'd like to listen to my full podcast on the go, you can check out the Matt Walsh Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast.
Wow, you guys, that was such an interesting one for Matwash. And like Matwash said, Any marriage that has a scorecard is bound to fail, and like Paige has made it her duty to keep scores of what goes on in her marriage, she's headed for failure, obviously, because most of the things that she has listed in this video, most people does exactly what Paige is doing in her family, but they don't add arrogance to it. They don't act the way she does, and everybody is happy with it. And I can tell you guys that Paige's husband was a happy man before this video, because if he used to be happy doing all of this, after watching this video, he's definitely going to start questioning everything that's been going on in his marriage and in his wife's head. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section down below. I hope that when she finishes reading people's comment, she is going to change for good, because if not, her marriage is bound for ruins. Let me know your thoughts. Leave it in the comment section. And I really enjoyed every minute of this video. If you guys enjoyed watching, give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.